Hello, Tracy here, welcome back to my channel. So the weather hasn't changed, it's dark outside, the dogs will be wanting their dinner soon. It's cold, wet, rainy, you name it, it's winter. I'm making a belly band for my Winterfolk journal. Sort of picked because I've had a bit of a break. I'm eager to get into it again and I'm actually enjoying it again, so that's great. I do need breaks occasionally from making journals, that's why I make other little things. But yeah, I'm enjoying getting back into this. It needs quite a lot of ephemera still, so I had this out. I wanted to use this cake ribbon, and so yeah, I know this is the length of my page, and there is an image in the kit that I want to use that I thought, well, you know, that's quite big, what else am I going to do with it? So let's use it as a belly band. Now what I want to do too is I want to use this, so I'm going to do a double belly band. I would say I need to cut this down probably slightly. I might cut it about there, I think. So I'm just going to be back in a sec. Use this piece for later on maybe, and then we want to just mark at the bottom of this. Right, now what I want to do is just corner around those edges. This is a real simple double belly band. And it's good because I can make it here with everyone, and then we can make something else. Now, do I want to really make this quite rustic and tear around there? I probably could. Why not? Now I could also get my glue stick, and that will also help this to not be as, well, it'll just give it a bit more strength, why not, if I glue it onto something. I need to get some more of this grungy paper. So I'll leave a link below to Which Craft Do You Do, who has this cake ribbon and also this grungy paper. Hopefully they've got some more grungy paper in store. Now, where's my ruler? I just don't want to waste that. Put that over there, and let's just carefully go around the edges to give it a bit of an edge, and I'll fold it up a bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. As you can see, that's okay. I'm not worried about that at all, because I want to tear a little bit too, so it's very grungy. Yeah, so it's been freezing lately. I think one of the guys who lives a fair distance, about 20 minutes away from where I am, he said in the morning they're getting all sorts of frost. I don't think we've had frost in the morning, but then when I leave pretty early, who would know? about done. I just want to tear that and fold it over. Like that. Cool. And then what we might do is figure out, so if we go about there and about there, oh yes, Adam, I know you're there, you want your dinner, don't you? Let me do this. And that's going to stick on there nicely. And then do we want to, just wondering whether I want to sew it. Would have been quite nice sewing around there, but it's too late now. I might still sew across the top. And across the bottom. Yeah, I'll wait till that dries nicely and then I'll sew across the top and bottom, and then, so that's my belly band. Let's just find a space that I might like to put it. So let's go about, don't want to put it there. Might not necessarily stay where I am putting it anyway. But yeah, how's that? And then we will have, like, once that's glued down top and bottom, we will have a piece that slides in behind it there. And we will also have a piece that slides there. So a double belly band. So I'm just going to leave that to dry properly before I put it in. Now the other thing I thought was, these were in the grungy paper bag things, and I looked at these and I quite like this red in here too. So I think this is going to be over the page type thing. Now let's just carefully rip that off. And I don't mind that grunginess there, but we need something for here, because in here will be, I don't know, let's have a look. Like we might put a journal card in there. Not necessarily this one, but let's have a look and see. Yeah, isn't that cool? I think that would be really neat. So is that all the way over there? Yeah, it is. So what we might do is cut this down if that's the case, which won't particularly worry me. So if we cut it about there, let's get the guillotine. Hello, Adam. Do you want feeding? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Okay. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Right. Well, if we go about there, I'm thinking that let's have a look and see if we, does it actually need anything? Now I can't find the cool image. Here we go. So I think all this really needs is if we put that in there. Do we have it as a pull out? Maybe. I think so. Right, let's, even this is quite, I could use that, or let me have a look. I'm in a bit of a mess over here actually. That would be cool, but it's not quite. And that's the same size. Come on, where are you? That's what I was looking for. Let's just chop that down. And it's terrible outside. And let's just trim that. That looks all right. I can hear someone getting their wheelie bin in. Terrible. Out in the rain. Let's get this. I don't think it really needs it. I'm thinking, actually, you know what, on this side, just like that, with a bit of, I'm trying not to add too much bulk to it because I think this journal is going to end up really, really bulky. So I'm trying hard, not succeeding, but let's just frame it with this. See, I quite like that. It just needs a tiny bit to frame it. We could frame it with paper, but I just like the texture. I do like the texture of that. I'm feeling it. I am. There's that. Or we could go like that. So it covers that whole lot up. Have that. And maybe, you know, make a little cluster. Or maybe like that. Yeah, I could do that actually. Maybe not. I think I still like that. So let's put that up there. Let's do this side first. And this here, I have to be careful when I cut this because I get one shot only. Let's glue this down, see if it will stay down with this. It doesn't because I'm going to sew the edges of that belly band. I don't... Molly, what you doing, Pete? Hey? What you doing, little girl? What are you doing? Hello. Do you want food too? I am going to sew around this. So that will stay on. So I didn't really put a lot of glue on there. I'm going to get this ready. I'm just going to fray, but I'll put fray check on it after I've sewn it, or whatever it's called. And then this last bit, and I think what I'll do is sew around there. I'm going to be very careful, otherwise there'll be nothing left. Sew around there and then put that on there. I might even push it down a little bit because I need a paper clip to go on the top. And then that can go like over a page. So you will see it like that, and then you'll be able to clip something on underneath. So yeah, I like that. And then on the other side, let's put that aside for a minute because I don't want to touch it too much. On the other side, I think I will attach that up there to that, just slightly out. So that will be a tag or a journal card, which will be really cool. That will stick out on that side, and also you will be able to stick something up underneath. And I might decorate that. I might even stamp it. I don't know yet. I will have a look and see what I've got. So I haven't done much. I've done the belly band, and we might do a few belly bands one weekend actually, because they're quite like, just have the base, the strip, and some of this. All I need, that's all I need is that, because you can put the focal point on later depending on what journal that you're using. And then we'll have this, and then we'll make this. So I need to do some sewing, but first I need to go and feed my two little ones and my big boy. So I will call it quits. I might come in later and sew those, but I'll put them aside and show you next time I'm on. I plan on doing a few little videos like this, just doing bits and pieces on that journal. And yeah, so that's all for today. I will catch you, what's today? So this will go live on Thursday. So yeah, I might come back on Friday, or yes, I will come back on Friday to film, but for Saturday, because I'm not going to be here Saturday. So yeah, until next time, I'll catch you later. Bye for now.